Okay, we left off over here. He explained that the reason why we had to bring the Tana brings many psukim to indicate many things. Maybe first it gives you a share in this world. Then it says no, it even gives you a share in the world to come. That's because that addresses the neshama. It's what? It's ateres tiferes l'roshecha. The rosh, he says, the neshama of a person is associated with the head. Then he says that. Then it brings another pasuk. So why isn't that enough? Why do we have to bring all these multiple pasukim? We're on the Reish Lamed Gimel, third paragraph, on the second column. V'adayin lo hivyurai al shetitein ator chaim sheim chaim aruchim bolam abo. You may merit a share in the world to come, but who said you can have chaim aruchim in olam abo? Maybe olam abo is you only merit only to a certain point. How do you know that the Torah gives you the staying power forever? That's the energy, as I explained from the name of the Chofetz Chaim yesterday. Personally, it has physical nourishment. As much as you're nourished, after a point, it has to be again, the body has to be reinfused with new nourishment. Otherwise, you die. So, but Torah, in terms of its power, it has eternal nourishment. How do you know that? Maybe it's only, you have olam haba, but after a point, it ends. Ki lo dover kan rak tite l'roshecho livius levoyus chein ateres rosh temagdeko v'avagav she'olam haba vadi oruch, even though olam haba is very extensive, mikol mokom bekoach hator rak shal yod zochel olam haba v'tzorch l'mitzmas tov v'shiyis kol orech yomim. He's saying something interesting. What gives the orech yomim? Is the Torah, or it's the mitzvahs in addition to the Torah? Does Torah in its own right have sufficient power to give you orech yomim? Arichas yomim. Maybe you need both. You need Torah and you need mitzvahs and masim tovim. Correct. So let's first only has Torah. He doesn't sufficiently do mitzvahs. But you study Torah. How do you know it will give you? I mean, the person may have to go to Gehenna because he didn't say Kriya Shema, and he didn't eat matzah, and he didn't sit in the sukkah and all that. But afterwards, now that you get there, do you have arichas yomim? How do we know the Torah you studied isn't sufficient to give you the arichas yomim? Correct? Therefore, it says no. Torah gives you that arichas yomim. Torah in its own right gives you that arichas yomim. Relative to eternity, even if you live 150 years, 1,000 years, that's not arichas yomim. You know, one time they considered you have so much money, that you're very wealthy. Today, what they considered very wealthy today is what? It's meaningless in terms of the number, right? Meaningless. People lived at one time nearly 1,000 years, but if you could live forever, what's 1,000 years? It's meaningless. Longevity. No. Olam haba. Olam haba doesn't mean olam haneshamos. It means after Tchias HaMesa. You'll be resurrected. You're here forever. Forever. That world is a forever world, and you're part of that forever existence. So you may think, in addition to Torah, you also need mitzvahs and masim tovim. No. Of course, it enhances. It brings it to another level. But the Torah, in its own right, gives you the power to have arichas yomim. No, intellectual exercise, that's worse than shlo lishma. Intellectual exercise is worse. No, it doesn't mean that. See, the person can't be an apikoros. You know, while I'm reading this, I'm just thinking about, Acher, Elisha ben Avuya. We just had in the Gemara Kedushin that if a person is told Allah Rishonos, if you regret all that you did, then it wipes out the record, right? The record is obliterated. And therefore, all the good the person did. No, it's not the bad, right? He doesn't regret the bad. He regrets the good. Okay? He wasn't a Moser. Cher wasn't a Moser. Where was he a Moser? Okay? Look. Okay? No. So, he said, but what did he say? He said, but yet it says Reb Meir, Reb Yochanan, he took him out of Gehenna. The Gemara said, well, in the Gemara Chagiga. But the fact is, seemingly, if he said, Les din ve'les dayon, when he saw the child falling to his death, when he went to send off the mother bird, and he says, this confirms les din v'les dayin. There's no judge, there's no judgment. So if there's no judge and judgment, so all the good that he did in the past, you mean he wasn't To'al al Rishonos? He didn't regret all the good that he did? So he said the whole thing doesn't make any sense. I mean, he was disgusted, he was angry. So probably he regretted all the good that he ever did. He says this is all baseless nonsense, right? That's what he said. Yet he was pulled out of Gehenna. So I mean, what does he have left? If you say your failing is so serious, you have to burn there forever. So he took you out of Gehenna, right? But still, you still have to have a positive record. You have to have a reason to be there. But if he's told our Rishonos is what is enough to obliterate the record. So what's left? That's the worst thing as I'm reading this. Ernie, you have the question. Doesn't make a difference, but he's regretting it. When you say a person told the Rishonos, it doesn't make students not students. It means all that you taught, all that you mentored, all that. He did. He verbalized it. He declared it. When you say les din v'les dayan, what does that mean? There's no judge. There's no judgment. No. But afterwards, he went to a brothel. He didn't keep Shabbos. Kept nothing. I mean, evidently, that statement includes a lot. Okay, you have to say something. I'm assuming if he says that already, that means he says whatever I did means nothing, has no meaning, no value, right? See? No. You're just blocking him out. Let me ask you a question. A Jew doesn't observe Torah. You say, do you believe in God? He says, yes. You might as well not believe in him. What do you mean? If he believes, he believes. It's irrelevant what he does wrong. Right? You could believe, and for whatever reason, he doesn't observe things. Either because he's the priority, or maybe he doesn't believe it has any value, whatever, but he still believes in God. He says there's no judge, there's no judgment. It's a different statement. No, he said both, but he said there's no God. He said there's no God. He says life, there's no rhyme, no reason, nothing. To be continued.